Oh shit, let's get started, man. I couldn't see the fuck piling, man. Let's go ahead and get this fucking review started. Anyway, um, Naruto Shippuden episode 346 and 347. I gotta say, at the first part, when it first started off, we got my man, who we know now is Obito. He done got done with his bloodbath. Then he sees Kakashi. He says, for some strange reason, I'm not going to do anything to him, even though I just killed 40 people. That was kind of strange. And then we cut to Madara, and he says the same thing. He's like, oh, you must still like him or something like that. That must still be your friend or some shit to that effect, he says. And Obito pretty much says, nah, I don't know. Fuck you mean you don't know? You know what I'm saying? Like, he's been crying and bitching this whole time, and now he's telling something he don't know. Well, not that whole time, because at the time that was in the past. But he was crying and bitching at that point in time, and he didn't know, or he doesn't know why he didn't go back and kill Kakashi at any. He had plenty of opportunities to do it, later on in the future, and he still didn't do it. That shit seemed kind of crazy to me. And then he says, well, when we start up this dream world, which is really the Matrix, that infinite socket to me shit, is really just the Matrix. He said, when we start that up, I don't care whether Kakashi's in it or not. Why wouldn't you? Look, if it really affected, what he did really affected you that much, I would care whether he's in it or not. Either let's say I forgive him and I really care that he should be there. That way, I can show him that I forgive him and whatever the fuck. Or I really care and I don't want his ass in there because I don't want to have to kill his ass again. Or whatever. But he's acting like he's emotionless about it, which doesn't make sense. But it seems like the story is confirming it, which it really shouldn't be. Anyway, after that, we get this little thing about Obito said he was coming back to start up that infinite socket to me and live in this damn in the Matrix. He said because he didn't want to have to go through that shit again and all that other, that type of stuff there. And he's explaining that to Madara so that Madara can let him in on his plan, because now he finally agrees with Madara, or so it seems he agrees with Madara. Now, he needs some reassurance. So Madara goes ahead and tells him, how he's going to go about doing it and all the ins and outs and all the details. Because he got to hear some details before he just go ahead and go into it. Now, to be honest, this whole episode, they didn't really reveal anything. Not in 346. They just was talking and shit and never really said anything. And then it was just like, okay, going to the next episode. You know what I'm saying? We had a couple interesting moments, like when they showed, Akatsuki and how they came to be and everything else like that. That was good. So overall, I'm gonna give 346 a 3 out of 5. It stayed kind of flat throughout the whole thing. You know what I mean? Not so much where it's bad, where I was just like, damn, I can't believe I'm watching this fucking episode. But it never had like really any good moments in it. Then we cut to 347. That's where they really start talking about the Akatsuki, right? My man. Kakashi was telling Jiraiya about Akatsuki and how his old students are doing whatever they're doing, right? Man, that whole part had me ready to turn the shit off. The first part of the 347, like the first 5-10 minutes, well, not 10 minutes, first 5-7 minutes, had me ready to turn that shit off. It was a whole bunch of talking. It was just a whole bunch of talking. Then we finally get into some action when they were showing, Akatsuki in their early comings, the name. Did they reveal how they got the name? I think they did, but I didn't really catch it because, first off, I didn't see this thing in the manga for a long time, so it might have been something I'm forgetting. Second, this thing's in Japanese, so I got to figure out what Akatsuki means. If I figured out what Akatsuki means, he might have explained it in the episode, and I just don't know. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm not mistaken, did he? He may have in his explanation on the anime. If you don't know Japanese, sometimes some of that shit can slip past you. You know, he did give a brief outline of what they were talking about, what they wanted to do, and maybe the word Akatsuki means something along those lines, but I don't know it. But anyway, it was a bunch of talking at the beginning. Then we finally get into Akatsuki. They show what they getting ready to do. They face off against some ninjas. They have them join. The ninjas said, we'll join as your lackeys. He said, no, we only have comrades around here. We don't play that bullshit. We're all on equal grounds. Of course, there's going to be some leaders, though. But at the end of the day, he felt like, what you call him, my man, Nagato was going to eventually have to lead him. And it turned out at that way, at some point in time, that it happened. I think Yahiko died, but that's the reason why it happened. But he said he was just trying to help Nagato do his thing. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I think Nagato's the key. So I'm playing my leadership role now, but just to help get him started. Basically, Yahiko was kind of selfish. Like, he was selfless. He was trying to just get things going. Like, he didn't give a fuck whether, you know, who got the credit or who did what, as long as they get the job done, which I can kind of appreciate. So, my man, oh, 2 viewers, what's up? So, they get their crew together. My man joins. Obito comes. He tried. Oh, no, that happened earlier. Anyway, Obito came to try to turn them, convert them, to get them to join the fucking Matrix. And of course, they didn't want to. He said he'll be back every day. He's been coming there every day for so long, and they never showed up. They wasn't even going back. It doesn't even look like they were ever going back to that place. Now, they've also revealed that the only people that can summon the Gedo Megazord was Madara and my man Nagato. You know, through the Renegade eyes, whatever. So that's why he was special. So that's the reason why Madara picked him. But anyway, it started getting more exciting as the episode went on. 347 started getting more exciting. We see the Gedo Megazord summoned. We see Hanzo. They said that they were following the Hanzo footsteps. Hanzo was trying to unite the shinobi world under peaceful terms. That's what they were trying to drum into our heads in this one. Now, on the other hand, Danzo had all this slick shit going on. They thought that the Stone Ninjas had invaded and shit like that. It was Danzo and his boys. When Nagato summoned the Gedo Megazord by accident, it was really Danzo. Now, Danzo revealed later on in the future that, well, we already passed. I'm talking about in his future, because right now we're doing flashbacks, so that's in the past. Revealed that he's trying to unite the shinobi world, but he's trying to do it on some underhand sneak shit. Like he said, I'm trying to do this from the shadows and whatnot. He don't care who he got to screw over. If somebody got to get lubed up in prison and and bend over or whatever, he doesn't care as long as he get the job done. Hanzo's the opposite way. I'm trying not to hurt a motherfucker in the process of me doing this thing and getting everything right. So do we see our Hanzo and Danzo parallel? We see how they enact. Now Danzo, he set up the fucking Akatsuki. Once he ran into them, he told Hanzo that they're using your name and saying that they're following your principles, but these motherfuckers really got other plans in mind. And if I'm not mistaken, Hanzo confronts them at a certain point in time. Did they already reveal it? I think they revealed it in the anime. So that's the only reason I'm saying it right now. I think they revealed that in the anime. Hanzo confronted them, but they didn't get to that in this episode. They stopped it. So Hanzo will confront them and find out what's up with that. Anyway, this episode 347, I'm going to also give it a 3 stars, but it ended off a lot better than the first episode. The 346, man, because it kept getting better. It kept getting better, but it started off shit. It started off like shit, man. The first few, I wanted to cut the thing off, but they kept building it up and it got better at the end. And we got to see a lot of good shit, such as like the Gedo Megazord. We got to see Hanzo, Danzo, and all that shit. That was good. So I'm gonna give it a 3 stars, even though it started off like shit. Let me check just in case somebody left some comments before I leave, because I'm getting ready to head on out. I already, pretty much did the review. 3 stars for the first episode, 3 stars for the second episode. first episode was kind of lackluster, lukewarm, but it stayed consistent throughout the whole thing. The second one started off shitty, but it kept getting better. What's up, Vampire X Blood? I'm just trying to be like you, man. You the one to do all the cool stuff. I'm just trying to get on your level. But anyway, since there's no other comments that bring anything to the table, I'm gonna go ahead and head out. Leave your comments. Let me know what you think. Fuck the dumb shit and like the video and subscribe. Anime and manga means more ghetto megazords. What you call it? My man Nagato and Madara, they take after Power Rangers.